Everybody, Garrett, I wanted to first thank you for reading this article on the different workout apps from Strong and Dr. Muscle. First, a little bit about myself, just to clarify. I have my master's in exercise science, my NSCA, CSCS, and my CISSN, along with a bunch of other little certs. But I've been in the fitness industry for, I don't know, about good 10, at least 10 years now. So, Carl from Dr. Muscle contacted me. I've written for him before, and he asked if I would do an honest review on his app, Dr. Muscle, and compare it to Strong, which is another popular workout app. And so, as you can see in my article, I went through and went over everything. There's a few things I wanted to kind of clarify. Concerning Strong, I think it's a good app. But as I mentioned, you need to know what it is. It's Strong is primarily a workout tracker. And what that means is it helps you track your workout. So you go in and you put in your sets and your reps and your weights and all that good stuff. And it's basically like having a pen and pencil, but it's on your phone. It's convenient. It's easy to use. There's a couple really cool things that it does do. Like it calculates your workout load at the end. It tracks your progress. But for a lot of people who might be looking for a workout app, is that it doesn't help guide you or doesn't tell you what you should do, or maybe you need to rest, or what weight to use, or anything like that. Basically, if you can't go into a gym right now and work out with a efficient, effective program, the Strong app isn't going to help you do anything. And so that's basically and again, like, I don't want to say it's an issue because it's not really a problem, as long as the person purchasing it knows exactly what they're purchasing. There were a few other issues I noticed, like there's some glitchiness issues that people talk about, some connective issues. It doesn't save workouts and stuff like that. But when we compare that to what Carl has with Dr. Muscle, it really is apples and oranges. I was really kind of impressed, like when you start Dr. Muscle, it goes through a very similar series of questions that I would ask a new client. What type of equipment do you have? What access do you have? What's your training level? How familiar do you know how to use weights, or do you need to use machines, and all that good stuff? How much time do you have? How many days a week can you work out? And it helps you work through all these problems. And then at the end, after you're done with all the questions, it spits out a truly personalized program. And I know that because I changed some of the variables and it changed. And what I was impressed is that the programs that it spit out were actually very similar to a program that I might write for, say, my online clients. It even went into, is there any specific body part that you want to focus on? Say maybe your biceps or your chest or your shoulders. And when I would put that in, it would alter the program and add some exercises, add some reps, and all that good stuff. So that was really, really cool. Another thing it also does, it uses RP, which is rate of perceived exertion. It's a style of tracking your progress while also monitoring fatigue. Bit too complicated to get into the specifics in this video, but Dr. Muscle does it all for you. It also uses a style of periodization known as DUP, which stands for daily undulating periodization. And what that means is basically every session will alter the intensity and load. It's been found to be very effective for not just beginners, but even intermediate and advanced trainees. Again, it's a bit confusing. It's even more confusing writing out that program than the straight linear, because you're having to adjust the weights. But again, Dr. Muscle does all that for you. And with Dr. Muscle, I really think that if you used it for, say, say a year, you would be able to kind of see what they're doing, see how it alters your workout. It has pages that explains all these concepts in a lot more detail. And so after a year, you would have a sufficient amount of information. You would be able to learn as you're training. And so that being said, is if you are definitely if you're a new beginner, or maybe you've even been going to the gym for a while, but you don't really understand what you're doing at the gym. You maybe even know these terms, but you don't know how to actually implement it. Dr. Muscle, I don't know if there's another app. I don't think there's another app on the market that does as good of a job as what Dr. Muscle does for you. It can literally take a brand new beginner and put them on a professional, efficient, effective program immediately. And again, this process, the training is you're going to learn something as well. So you're not just saying like when you go to an online program, you buy a cookie cutter, right? We call it a cookie cutter program. You're not actually buying a cookie cutter program because it's going to actually format the program for you and your needs. Even if you have a personal trainer and it's just not going well, you're not seeing progress, I would definitely give this a try. Again, it's more expensive than Strong, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than paying for a personal trainer for whatever, 15, 20 sessions a month. And again, you're getting a program that was designed by actual professionals.